Come on, pre-Ks, we finished our book. We finished music time. It's time for that calendar. So find a spot you like a lot. 1, 2, 3. Find a spot you like a lot. Listen to me. Find a spot you like a lot. 3, 2, 1. Find a spot you like a lot. We'll have some fun. Let's see, the last time I saw you was Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. The last time I saw you was Tuesday, but that's not today. The sun goes down and comes up on a brand new day. See if you can remember what comes after Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, there, school days. Wednesday, Thursday, more school days. Friday is the last school day. Best days come, the weekend's here. You don't have to go to school. What comes after that? Tuesday. If you said Wednesday, you are correct. Show me that W for Wednesday. Whoa, 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 Wednesday. Whoa, whoa, Wednesday, smack in the middle of the week. Yes, it's Wednesday. Whoa, whoa, Wednesday. Wednesday, smack in the middle of the week. Monday, Tuesday are the beginning of the week. Thursday and Friday are at the end of the week. I'm stuck in the middle with you on a Wednesday. I'm stuck in the middle with you on a Wednesday. Ooh, we're in the 20 family. Yesterday was the 24th day. Today's the number that comes after 24. If you said 25, you are correct. Let's take a look at it. When there's a 2 in the front seat and a 5 in the back seat, 2, 5, 2, 5, that's a 25. Today's the 25th day in the month of March. We marched into March. This is the very last week in March. We're going to be seeing something new coming around that corner. Let's see who our helpers are today on Wednesday, the 25th day. We have our cards all ready to go, and they're going to be mixed up. Remember, there's no name on them. And pretty soon we're going to be looking at the back of these envelopes. There are numbers on the back. You get to pick your mom's cell phone number or your dad's cell phone number. Now, when you're deciding which one to pick, you want to pick the number that's the easiest. We had some people only had one number for their house. They were such lucky duckies. We had some people that had 2 numbers for their address. That was a little harder, but lots of people had 3 numbers for their house. I have 4 numbers I have to remember, but telephone numbers, they're a lot harder. So when you decide moms or dads, you have to remember that now we have 3 numbers. Well, that one's not working too well today. We have 3 numbers that are the beginning of your phone number. 3 numbers at the beginning. 3 more numbers at the middle, and then 4 numbers at the end. That's a lot of numbers to remember. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy moly. 10 numbers you have to remember for your phone. We're going to have to start working on that very soon. All right. Let's mix up those cards. Mix them up, mix them up, mix them up, mix them up, mix them up. We're gonna mix them high, mix them low, mix them behind my back. Mix them, mix them, mix them, mix them up. We're gonna mix them, mix them, mix them, mix them up. Today's family is the UG family. Take that vowel and the consonant, the UG family. The UG family. Let's make some rhymes with the UG family. Let's see, there's bug and hug, tug, plug, dug, jug, slug, rug, mug. There's bug, hug, tug, dug, jug, slug, plug, rug, mug in the UG family. Today we're talking more about kindergarten. We found out that we're not all going to the same school. That makes me kind of sad, but you do have lots of friends who will be going with you. And remember, everybody on your street goes to your school. Your brothers and sisters go to your school. So even though we're going to lots of different places, you'll all be going to kindergarten. And one of the best things about kindergarten is that bus ride. We've been watching that yellow bus drive down the road since you were little tiny boys and girls in the yellow room. And the bus is a very important part of getting you to kindergarten safely and without so many cars. The bus holds 66 children. Can you believe it? Pied Piper School holds 66 children. All of Pied Piper School can fit into one bus. Now, why do you have to ride a bus? Why can't you go in your car? Well, can you imagine 66 cars for each bus pulling up to that school? It would take so long for you to wait to get in the door. So when the buses pull up, the children all get off together. And at the end of the day, they get back on together. The best way to travel to your new kindergarten school is by bus. Remember, you have to be going with children who also live near you, because the bus can't drive around for hours every day picking up all your friends all over different towns. So the bus will be going just in your neighborhood. It will make lots and lots of stops for all the boys and girls who live near you before they go to school. Let's take a close look at that bus. We know it's yellow. We've been coloring it yellow. Oh, I talked about that black line. Remember, we talked about that this morning. The black line that has school bus on it. And let's look at the numbers on the side of the bus. Now, all buses will have numbers on the side, same number on the back, on the side, and even on the front of the bus. So when you go to school, you'll have a tag that has your bus number on it in case you forget it. It's not as long as your telephone number, that's good news, but it might be longer than your house number. It might be 2 numbers, 3, or even some are 4. Sometimes they help you kindergartners out by putting a shape in the window. You might be the blue triangle bus. Sometimes it's an animal. You might be the brown bear bus. They sometimes put little things in the window that will help you remember your bus without looking at all those long numbers. The problem with that is sometimes they fall off. And if you're looking for the green circle and it's not there, you might get a little bit upset. So make sure that you try to practice the numbers for your bus before you go to kindergarten. The bus is such a cool way to get to school. Now, there's only one door. Your car has lots of doors. Front doors, back doors, some of you can get in through the trunk. The bus, only one door. And it's a big step up. You're going to have to step up and hold on to a railing because the bus is higher than all the other cars on the road. The bus is also very safe. The seats are padded in the front and in the back. The bus driver is going to instruct you to find that seat belt. It's not the harness seat belt you're in now. It's just one seat belt to go across your belly button. But sometimes they're hard to find. And the older kids tell me sometimes they don't work too well or they're broken. So you're going to try to find that seat belt when you sit down. And the kindergartners usually sit in the front of the bus. And hook that seatbelt before the bus takes off. The seats are nice and soft. The windows are to look out, but we don't open and close the windows on the bus. The windows are just for you to see out. Nobody opens them, only the bus driver. There is an emergency exit in the rear of the bus, and the bus driver will be talking to you about that when you go on your trip on the bus around your new kindergarten school. They usually do that at the end of the year or the summertime. And they'll explain to you that this is the emergency evacuation door. If there's a problem in the bus and there was smoke maybe coming out, sometimes cars and buses have problems with their engine and they needed to get you out quickly, but they didn't want to use this door, then you can exit out the rear door. It's pretty high up, so the bigger boys and girls will help you jump down. There's also emergency windows on both sides that bigger boys and girls will be taught how to push open if there's a problem at the back of the bus and at the front of the bus. They would push out that emergency window and you could get out that way. The bus is a safe way to get back and forth from school. Let's talk a little bit about how you get on the bus. Because there's only one door, you have to make sure that you can get to that door. So I'm going to need some help with some blocks here. I'm going to set up a yellow house on the street. This might be your house on this side of the street. And I'll set up a blue house, a blue house over here on this side of the street. Now, when you're a kindergartner, the bus tries to make sure that the door is facing your house so you don't have to cross in front of the bus. So the bus would come down this way and pick up the person at the yellow house because then they could get right in the door. Then it would come down this side of the street to pick up for people at the Blue House. But sometimes you might have a large bus stop where you'll be waiting for the bus with other boys and girls who go to your school. And the bus driver might have to have you cross the bus, go in front of the bus. So if you're in the yellow house and the bus is coming down the road and you're waiting right there, oh, I need my person, here we are. You're waiting right there by the yellow house with your mom or someone's waiting with you by your mailbox, and here comes the bus. You can't get on the bus this way. You can't climb in the window. You're going to have to go in front of the bus. So the bus driver has a magic signal. This is it. This means that you can cross safely. Because remember, the bus is so high up, they can see everything for miles around, where you can't because you're low to the ground. So the bus driver can see that everybody stops. They have a magic flag that pops out with the word stop on it as soon as the bus stops, and the lights will be blinking. People should stop when they see that, but not everyone's paying attention. So it's a bus driver's job to make sure that a car coming down the street, I'll use my green Jeep here, the car coming down the street stops, does not keep going. The bus driver will wait to make sure that that traffic stops and then give you the magic signal. This magic signal means that now it's safe for you to cross, and then you can cross over in front of the bus, but get way far in front so the bus driver can see you. Don't walk close to the bus, then the bus driver can't see your body. Walk way out front, go around, and you can get in the bus for your ride to school. The bus is so much fun, and it's probably the best part of going to kindergarten. We're going to be talking about the bus and bus safety this week at Pied Piper School. Today's story is Mrs. McNosh hangs up her wash. I'm going to let Max move the camera a little bit closer so you can see all the pictures when Mrs. McNosh hangs up her wash. And it has lots of rhyming words in it that you can help me with. By Sarah Weeks, pictures by Nadine Bernard Westcott. Oh, we're getting closer and closer. Thanks, Max. Now you can see the pictures. You can help me with the rhyming words. Mrs. McNosh hangs up the wash on a nice March breezy day. Every Monday at dawn, Mrs. Nellie McNosh brings out a barrel and does her wash. McNosh and wash are the rhyming words. It takes her all morning, and when the sun's high, she hangs what she's washed on the clothesline to dry. High and dry are our rhyming words. She hangs up the dresses, she hangs up the shirts, she hangs up the underwear, nightgowns, and skirts. She hangs up the stockings, she hangs up the shoes, she wrings out the paper and hangs up the news. She hangs up the dog and his dish and his bone. She gets the wrong number, so she hangs up her phone. She hangs up a hat and an old wedding gown and 2 sleepy bats, which she hangs upside down. She hangs up a lamp and a large Christmas wreath and Grandpa McNosh's removable teeth. She hangs up a kite and the tip of its tail. The postman arrives, so she hangs up the mail. She hangs till she's hung every last thing in sight, including the turkey that she's roasting that night. Every Monday by dusk, Mrs. Nellie McNosh has finally hung up the last of her wash. She takes off her apron and lets her hair down. Then she hangs herself up. Oh, that page is stuck. Hangs herself up in a comfortable chair. What a great story about Mrs. McNosh hanging up her wash. Great rhyming story. All right, I will see you soon.